What's poppin'?
So I was just literally on the way here.
Mm.
I stopped at a little deli, and it was an Arab deli, and there was, the dudes behind the counter, and then the little kid, the little mandatory child labor employee.
Like, this is so cute.
Yeah.
Can I get 2 backwoods?
Yeah. Could I get some condoms for sex?
Can I get those erectile dysfunction pills?
Yeah.
Let me get those rhino pills.
Exactly. But this kid was especially young and cute. He was like 6 years old. Like, even for New York deli child labor was on the younger side.
Yeah.
And so, but I was just, he was just a really adorable kid. And that's it. And then I was like, looking at the aisles, walking around. And then he was now on the floor, and he was walking towards me. He was walking by me. So I just give him a little space, and I smile. I'm like, excuse me, and letting him walk by. And he looks up at me, looks me right in the eye as I'm getting out of the way, and goes, "Good boy."
What?
I was like, the good boy has gone too far.
What is that? I don't even know what that
You don't
is.
know good boy?
No, I thought that.
Good boy. Okay.
I would have kicked him.
You.
It sounds like you're talking like a dog.
That's the point.
Oh my God.
You get it. Here's how good boy works.
What the fuck?
It's you get you just very kindly gave me some of your black tea.
Yeah.
It would be like this. If I was like, "Hey Ashton, could I have some of your tea?" and you're like, "Yeah," you pour me some, and I go, "Good boy."
I would have told Quincy to turn on the camera so I could strangle you. On the fucking...
Exactly.
Capture this moment.
This is what the kids are doing these days.
What?
Teenagers.
This is crazy. My little sister doesn't do none of this. What?
Well, that's good because they're doing it. And teenagers are masters at the art of being annoying in like a calculated way. Because once you get good boyed, it's like you feel some darkness come up. You're like,
nigga, good boy me. A 6-year-old good boy is me. I'm accelerating climate change. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, oh, you're not making it, brother.
Exactly.
You are what?
I felt my fist clench up to a 6-year-old. I'm like, I had to take a breath. I'm like, look, I get you're a crazy ass New York kid, but the fact that you're growing up here will, you're not going to be a normal person.
He's gonna be worse.
But you got to slow down.
Dog, good boy.
You're lucky I'm not a psychopath.
Good boy. Hey, man.
Good boy.
Good
That's
boy.
how. Oh
Bro.
my God.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah.
Now you know you're gonna get good boy
if I get
at
good
some
boy,
point.
That's some racial ass. What kind of racist ass 6-year-old?
That's true. They're a racial. Unfortunately, a racial dynamic does get introduced.
Good boy, me. You're getting. I don't care what the age is, my nigga. You are done.
All right, but what about if it was if the race wasn't involved? If it was a black kid, so now the race factor is neutralized.
Okay, yeah, the disrespect
But it's still
is
extremely
fucking
annoying.
disrespectful as fuck.
Exactly.
Don't talk to me like a dog, nigga. What the fuck? Fuck out of here, good boy.
That's what the kids are up to these days.
I would have. Damn, how do you fuck up a kid? I would have paid a crackhead to expose himself in that. Here's $5. Go show
Exactly.
that kid your dick.
But that's a good deal for lifelong trauma. $5.
Oh, stay right here. Stay here. Hey, Mr. Crackhead, for $10, will you traumatize a child? No, I'm only asking you to do your day-to-day. The same
exactly.
thing.
Same thing you always do.
Just do it to that little nigga right there.
Do what you love. You never work a day in your life.
I will buy you 2 cracks. 2 cracks, actually. You know what? And I'm just watching.
All right, let's start the show with that weird-ass intro. All right, welcome to KAWPS, the podcast. The podcast about the police, what they're up to, what they're doing to us every goddamn week in this country. It's more than you might expect, so we cover it here. The absurd, the infuriating.
They work from a baseline of corruption, and we're just reporting that baseline. So
we're just trying to make it a little fun.
Yeah, because everything's fucking horrible. And this is what we're given. Let's just fucking turn that lemon into lemonade.
Exactly.
That's literally this podcast.
So we start every week with a headline roundup, we call it. Give you a little snapshot of what the fuck happened last week when it comes to the police. So we're starting here. Cops in Riverside, California, punch a man several times during his arrest, and he eventually dies in the hospital. R.I.P. Peter Villalobos.
Jail cops in Jasper, Alabama have been indicted after a mentally ill inmate dies of hypothermia. R.I.P. Tony Mitchell.
Jail cop in Houston arrested for sexually assaulting potentially dozens of women.
Cop in Kokomo, Indiana, charged with sexually assaulting a child.
Cop in Gresham, Oregon, indicted for sexually assaulting a child.
Cop in Fort Gordon, Georgia, convicted for attempting to sexually assault a child.
Cop in San Miguel County, Colorado, is charged with possession of child sex abuse material.
Cop in Philly sentenced to 12 years for possession and distribution of child sex abuse material.
Cop in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, arrested for secretly filming young girls in their bikinis at his YMCA.
Cop in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in East Feliciana Parish, Louisiana, arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Paulding County, Georgia, arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Manchester, New Hampshire, arrested for domestic violence.
Jail cop in Pittsburgh is caught on video holding a bat wrapped in barbed wire that says, "Nigger, beat her."
Cops in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, raided the wrong home and held the entire family, including the children, at gunpoint.
Cop in Pittsburgh under investigation for a violent road rage incident.
Cop in Arkansas arrests a woman who was speeding to the vet because her dog was dying.
Cop in El Paso kill a dog.
Cops in New York lets his canine escape and bite someone during a funeral.
Cop in DeKalb, Texas, forced a paralyzed man to crawl out of his car onto the ground, refused to allow him to use his catheter, forcing him to urinate in his pants, and then failed to find any marijuana in his car.
Yeah. Yeah. Just beyond.
That was last week?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. And some of them like don't even fit. Like I try to like obviously like make these little concise little lines of each one. Some of them require a paragraph.
Yeah.
Like that last one.
Yeah.
Like actually we gotta explain this one.
Even deeper.
Many beats to this one.
He's like, oh my God. And it's like all the sex abuse material. This is just,
Yeah.
I guess, like president, like police. I don't know. That's fucking dog. The one that, I mean, a lot of them were just, it's tough to read these like in succession because truth be told, the roundups I don't read until we get here.
Yeah.
I like a little surprise.
Sure.
I like a little surprise. So I'm always like,
he's got to keep it exciting for himself.
You know, well, God damn.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Yeah.
I saw the nigga beat him one this week, but I didn't see the fucking the family held at gunpoint.
Why'd you see that one only?
Because that was on Twitter. That was like
you mean you saw the actual news of it?
I didn't just see the news. I saw the cop in the bat. I saw the actual bat. I was like, what the fuck? I said something.
Psychotic. Beyond psychotic.
Yeah,
not even a word to fully describe it.
That might have been what I sent to. I texted. Yeah. Oh yeah. I sent that to.
Oh, you did.
Paige.
You did.
Like,
yeah.
Nigga, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucked up. Busy week these guys.
That was the week. So what will we be discussing in further detail on today's episode? Well, we got a few stories. We got a cop arresting a black man for honking at him. Cops pressing charges on middle school cheerleaders for making a TikTok. A cop being arrested by ICE. Ha ha ha. ICE's dedicated social media content creation team. And we'll be discussing the tragic death of Peter Villalobos.
And for our Patreon subscribers, $5 a month. Give us that little $5, please. And our Patreon, we'll be talking about the Trump administration's strategy for hiring 10,000 new ICE agents, the ongoing effects of New York City's recent prison guard strikes, and Baltimore's historically low violent crime rates. Good news.
We got some good news.
That last one was the last thing I said was good. All that other
I don't think anyone was confused.
Yeah.
Wait, which one did it actually mean?
Whoa.
Was it the prison stuff?
Okay, 10,000 new ICE agents. Sounds good.
Feeling safe.
Okay.
Feeling safe.
They have been nothing but doing great things. As
Exactly.
I've only seen them.
I haven't heard anything coming out of ICE, so I just assume the best.
Wow,
No news is good news.
It's like hiring 10,000 new Santa Clauses. This is This is great news.
Exactly. In the sense that they're coming down into your chimney, into your
raiding your
home,
home.
and stealing shit.
Santa leaves shit.
Yeah.
That's not how. Oh, I forgot.
True, but it eats your milk and cookies.
Yeah. That I forgot.
I was
This nigga-
referring to that was vaguely part of the metaphor. It's not good when you have to explain it and you realize it's very
This
vague.
nigga had a terrible Christmas.
I did.
Santa
As a young Muslim
Well,
boy,
yeah.
I did have terrible Christmases. All my friends had new toys. I didn't have shit. I look out the window. They're all like driving around their new little toy cars. Beep 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 beep. I'm just.
Christmas is awesome.
My dad, can I just get like one present? He's like, no.
God,
I'm like,
listen.
just. I know we're not Christian, but can I just have a toy?
It's like
no.
culturally, let's just celebrate. This is more American vibes, if anything. Listen,
I was
I
like, hell
also,
no.
as my sister, both our parents, my sister, like we have separate dads because we have black family, and she would get 2 Christmas gifts. She would get 2 parents worth of Christmas gifts, and I would get whatever my mama got me. And we shared a room, and it would be so obvious how different our Christmases were because I would look at her side of the room. I'd be like, nigga, you have a whole house worth of shit. And I'd be like, well, at least these G.I. Joes are pretty.
What did she have on her side of the room?
A pillow, a mattress. Listen, that joke was born out of real shit, okay?
I know. I love it.
Only thing I had on my side of the room
yes.
was a picture of my sister.
Yes. For the listeners wondering what the hell is going on in our conversation, me and Ashton started stand-up comedy over a decade ago in Houston, and everyone remembers. Well, Ashton was funny right away because I was there for Ashton Womack's first set ever. Not ever, but first time
Joffrey was funny
Houston.
as always. I'm gonna also interject and say, as soon as I came in, I would like look at Joffrey like, oh my God, I write.
Yeah,
like a
but my
child.
first set was not good. It was extremely bad. But all this to say, Ashton's one of his first like killer joke was about his sister having all the good shit in her room, and it was so real that it just came up organically.
I wasn't trying to do
and
the
that's
bit.
why I tried to ping pong set you up.
Follow me on Instagram. I will post that joke probably in the next 4 weeks.
Yes.
But-
So let's start our episode here. We are going to Troy, New York. I'll be reading here from WNYT, a article headlined "Horn beeping at Troy officer turns into arrest and federal lawsuit." That's pretty much how it goes.
It's a fucking asinine story, dude.
When the light turned green at 3rd and Madison last July, Matt Edwards beeped his horn at the police officer in front of him to let him know. Quote, "I realized the light was green. I gave him a quick little toot. I didn't know what he was doing in the vehicle. He could have been looking at his phone, doing cop work," Edwards said. The police officer is Taylor Gamashi. Moments later, when Gamashi drove up to Edwards' home, words were exchanged, backup officers arrived, a scuffle took place, and Edwards wound up on the ground in handcuffs under arrest. On the body cam, he said he was hurt. Quote, "I know I was targeted. I know there was times where this could have been de-escalated, and instead it escalated." And exactly as you said, this story is fucking so stupid that, and you know, he knew it right away. You watch the body cam, like right as the cop is pulling up, he's like, "All right,
You're
can't. This is gonna
me."
be a lawsuit.
Yeah, the first thing
this
he
is
said was
gonna
like-
be a lawsuit."
He said, "You're harassing me."
That's what he
And
said.
he's like,
exactly.
"No, you're like." First off, you know it's stupid because backup did. Because he was like, imagine calling in backup for that. All officers be advised responding to an illegal toot. Like, what?
Yeah.
This is stupid. And he literally a honk. He said they try to say it's he was trying to say it was an illegal toot, like an illegal honk,
Yeah.
but it's the most legal.
It's the only way to use
The-
the thing that's built into your car.
Someone's not going at a green light, you honk.
Yes.
Officer or not, you honk.
Yeah.
And he's like He's like on an ego trip. That was
It really shows, like, this is the perfect story to exemplify why a lot of people become police officers. This ego thing. This thing of, like, getting to live out this fantasy that if a black guy honks at you, the man is black. Surprise there.
Worker, by the way, like a clear. He was when the guy pulled up. Like literally, you couldn't paint the image any better. Dude was getting off of work, had on the city
The vest.
and like that the reflective yellowish material. Dude pulled up to his own home. Had his trash. He pulled up to his home, saw his trash cans in the street, got out the car, and was like putting the trash cans back in his street.
Yeah.
Cop came out. You illegal honking.
Yeah.
Because you honked at me, and that's illegal.
Because he wasn't going
At a
green light. And it's like the language, and this is in New York, not New York City, but wherever Troy, New York, upstate, I'm sure it's influenced. None of this even needs to be said, this point that I'm about to make. But like driving in New York, like honking is part of the language in it. It's like you give a little, like he said too, you give a little toot, like did it, like, it's green, my bad, I was on my phone, like I'm going now. Even to like register as some sort of an insult, that even is ridiculous.
The fact that that's what he was like, this is what I need to do with my day. Like I got to stop this illegal tutor, and it's like classic driving while black, but also
honking while black.
Honking while
it's ridiculous.
That's where the slur came from, honky. It actually actually came from. Dog, this dude could not be a cop in New York City. He would have. How's your day, honey? It was horrible. It was awful.
Yeah,
I shot 10 MCA. I shot 10 bus drivers.
Yeah, he wouldn't even say that. He'd be like, "You have no idea the honks I received." He's just going through Vietnam flashbacks of like dudes honking at him because he deserved to be honked at.
PTSD. Just waking up and sweat.
Exactly.
Dog, this is just. It's like a clear abuse of power. A clear, dude. Like what You want to talk about the most sensitive, fragile group of people? Fucking police officers. That's why it's like when they say they fear for their lives, these are the people we're talking about. When they kill, without second thought, and like, I was fearing for my life. These people also get scared when people honk them. Honk at them.
Yeah.
That's, like the fucking dude.
Yeah.
Quivering spines made of like the softest pussies.
Yeah. Let's finish this out because I love this. This guy has got the right lawyer. So I'll just put it that way. It says here, the events of that evening have now led to a civil rights lawsuit against Troy police and the city of Troy. Quote, the end game, honestly, recognition, I guess, to show people that this is unjust, said Edwards. Just beeping your horn at a cop to let him know the lights changed. We do this all the time as American citizens. News Channel 13's Dan Levy asked Edwards' attorney, Art Frost, if he thinks his client would have been better off telling the officer his name when asked. Quote, this isn't 1930s Germany where let me see your papers. So no, a citizen is to be left unmolested and carry about on his day. And real quick, I'll say like, okay, we get you're a lawyer. Just say unbothered. You don't gotta,
come on, dude.
You don't gotta throw that
you know
around.
That word. Come on, bro. Nobody say that normally.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But it's so true. It's like this fucking news reporter, that's always the thing. People always go, why didn't you just cooperate? Why didn't... Okay, imagine you're not a bootlicker for a second, and this cop was just a regular person, which, reminder, he is just a regular person. Guy. Imagine if you honked at someone, that person then follows you home and demands to know any information out of you. Are you going to cooperate? Oh, my name, of course. Of course I'll tell you my name. No, you won't, because you have the right to go about your day unmolested, like this guy says.
It's like, it's just like the cooperation is where we're listening to police's asinine's orders, and then like you don't like we're gonna talk about a story later today where they basically turn up on this a guy gets killed. We're gonna talk about later, but they turn up on him because of like cooperation. It's like, well, when you listen to the orders they were giving him, the order they gave him, it was just like, it was like unnecessary. It's just like the order was just to show that the cop is in control of the situation. And it's like, oh, you just want me to... It feels like short man syndrome. It's like, oh, you just want me to listen to you because you're not giving me no real order. You're trying to take away my agency as a person.
It's like the bagel guy said. you are not God. You are not boss. You are not my dad. That applies to police officers. Like, they're not these ordained people. Like, they are regular people with jobs. And just because you're in the presence of one doesn't take away your dignity as a human being. Like,
bitch, we both human beings. What the fuck? We are equal. I don't know what. That incredible reference though.
Thanks.
R.I.P. to that guy.
Yeah.
Did he die?
No, did he?
I don't know.
Whoa, oh my God.
Yeah,
if he did, genuinely, that makes me sad.
Pretty sure Bagel Guy's
R.I.P.
dead. I want to make sure. Hold on.
All right, while you're looking at it, let me finish rounding out this article. Frost said that what he sees as a lack of proper police training is likely to cost city taxpayers a bit of money. Quote, the legal system doesn't deal in apologies, so the most the legal system can give someone like Matt is compensation. He's been injured. He's been damaged. He's been traumatized, said Frost. The only way to recompense him for that is financially, and that's what we're looking for.
And he was like out of work for a year or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, he like actually got fucked up. Like in it. Imagine honking. I saw the footage and he already like the way they handled him. He had like scratches up on all his like elbows and shit. He was bleeding. Like the first 30 seconds of the physical interaction already like scratched up. And he was out of work. Couldn't physically work. He's like, I lost money. Like
damn.
All because of a honk. All because he was like, yo, go just. Fucking,
I had like a little mini. Thankfully, it didn't have this terrible ending, but a little mini version of that back when I was in high school in the suburbs of Houston, Texas. I was driving home from school. I was a teenager, and on the right side of the lane where I was, a cop was driving, and he was driving very, very slow, way below the speed limit. And even as a teenager, I knew like what cops can be like, but I was like, you know what? I am going to pass him because he's going so slow. And I was very careful. I made sure to go right under the speed limit and just went past him, just on the left side. Didn't even overtake him. Puts on his sirens.
That's crazy.
Pulls me over.
That's crazy.
Starts fucking lecturing me about crazy driving. I'm like, what do you? And then he's like, look, I'm going to let you off with a warning. And then I remember he pulled me over right next to a sign that said, like, it has those signs like this town is like patrolled by like sheriff. It said like sheriff, like whatever, like Andy Johnson. And then I looked at his badge. It was the motherfucker. Yeah, which makes total sense.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he's like, drive better next time you drive around like that in my city.
Your
Bro,
city.
I know your fucking sign is there, and that's why you pulled me over.
Damn, he was flexing on you.
He was. I'm in high school, dude.
Yeah,
fucking get a life.
My wife's not gonna respect me, but you are, bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking, that is.
It's some shit like that. You made that joke. I bet it was like he's having a horrible every other part of his life. And imagine you're a pissed off racist, your wife hates you, and then a black man honks at you. Like, of course you're going to take it out on him.
First you're going to fuck my wife, now you're going to honk at me?
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yo, that was a different guy, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'd be like. My whole like thing sometimes with racists, I'd be like, the win I get, like the ultimate win is like, I'm like, these niggas are the most miserable.
They're
people.
sad people.
They're so like in so much pain, and the thing that brings them the most pain is me being happy.
Yeah.
And so I'd be so happy. I'm like, damn, I'm killing it. These niggas are angry as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Like whenever I got called nigga on July 4th. And I just couldn't bring it to myself.
You have a smile on your face right now.
Because the lady who did it was losing her fucking. She couldn't take it. She was like, because it wasn't. She called me a nigga, but it opened like I tell this on stage. I know you heard the story already, but like just to sum it up, the Karen lady, she got beat up by this Hispanic lady because she was being racist as fuck. And whenever like they broke up the fight, everybody was on the Hispanic lady side.
Yeah.
You get your ass beat. You see the crowd, like the cops come. They're like, no, take the white. The whole crowd is like, take the white lady. And the white lady she's just freaking the fuck out. She literally was like, you need to go back to your country. Look at all these fucking gay people. I don't even recognize this country anymore. Like she's saying all that. I was like, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
And so like just seeing how miserable just us existing.
And then she locked eyes with your smiling face.
Yeah.
Then it was like 3,
but it wasn't,
2,
it wasn't even that. It
1.
wasn't even that. It was deeper because I was having so much joy looking at her freak out laughing. I literally had moments before I said, Tori. I was showing my sister who's next to me. I was like, look, she's going crazy. She's going fucking nuts. The only thing
Ultimate tourist moment for your little sister visiting New York.
I was like, bro, the only thing she hasn't done is call somebody a nigga. And as soon as I said that, I literally turned my head, nigger!
Oh my God.
I was like, no fucking way! I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, you'll hear the story on stage, but that's the misery they get brings me so much joy.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. But yeah, we can move on.
Yeah. Time to move on. Unfortunately, we got to move on from that story. So yes, Ashton, we're going to Maine.
Going to Maine via the Old Orchard Beach, Maine, via WGME. The police chief in Old Orchard Beach is speaking out and firing back at the federal government after one of the town's police officers was arrested by ICE. A cop got arrested by ICE. Insane. That's where we are at. That's where we are at with this shit now. Cops are getting arrested.
Dude, that's a setup that does not need a punchline. That's a gift wrapped package of comedy right there.
John Luke Evans was a recently hired summer reserve police officer in Old Orchard Beach. The Department of Homeland Security says Evans is an immigrant from Jamaica who overstayed his visa when he flew into Miami in September of 2023. Homeland Security says the ATF flagged Evans when he tried to buy a firearm, which he was going to use as a police officer. He was then taken into custody by ICE, where he remains.
Damn.
Which, first off, all this goes all the narrative that immigrants are illegals, like the illegal narrative, the criminal element. You can't paint these people as criminals while they are literally police officers.
Yeah.
That it goes against your whole narrative that they're all criminals except for the cops who are arresting.
Yeah.
Except for the ones who are trying to literally protect and serve our community.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I'm all for this ICE versus police. I hope the beef starts. I hope this felt like when Trump and Elon were beefing. You know, it's like
I ain't got no.
I have no allegiance. I have the furthest thing from an allegiance to either side.
ICE, if you want to deport officers, be my guest.
Exactly.
Do you, boo?
Exactly.
Send them to alligator Alcatraz.
Alien versus Predator up in this bitch.
For real.
Yeah. Alien versus Predator. Kelly gave me that line. You got shout out. You got to have funny girlfriends. Because sometimes they'll say funny shit, you could steal their jokes from them.
Sometimes Kelly's funny.
Yeah. Why did I say sometimes? I said sometimes they'll say shit you could steal from them on your podcast.
Your girlfriend sometimes says funny shit. Kelly's funny.
Yeah, she is.
Patricia Hyde, the field officer director for ICE Boston, blasted the Old Orchard Beach Police Department in a statement, saying in part, the fact that a police department would hire an illegal alien and unlawfully issue him a firearm while on duty would be comical if it weren't so tragic. We have a police department that was knowingly breaking the very law they are charged with enforcing in order to employ an illegal alien. First off, they got the whole thing wrong. They said that the officers, the police department was giving him a gun. He had to go buy a gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says
it does say that.
The first paragraph is ATF flagged him when he tried to buy a firearm, which he was going to use as a police officer, and then the ICE people are like, they wanted to, they would hire an illegal alien and unlawfully issue him a firearm while on duty. It's like, those are two separate.
I don't know how that shit works. Maybe they gotta go get it and they get compensated. I
was like, read an article on it. It was that they usually issue officers guns, but in this case, they allow the recruits to have their own, bring in their own weapons or whatever like that. But Old Orchard Beach Police Chief Elise Chard issued a response saying the Department of Homeland Security signed off on Officer Evans' right to work. As part of the hiring process, the town reviewed multiple forms of identification, including photo identification, and submitted Evans' I-9 form to the Department of Homeland Security's E-Verify program. The Department of Homeland Security then verified that Evans was authorized to work in the U.S. The form was submitted and approved by DHS on May 12, 2025. 2 or 3 months ago, however long May was, Chief Chard said. They also claim he's authorized to work in the United States until the year 2030. It's not clear what's next in this case. got everything like wrong about like they're just wrong in all of this. Like Department of Homeland.
He's another innocent victim of ICE. You know, they're like, oh, these list of people were the non-criminals were just sent over to El Salvador in prison. We have like a father of 5. Oh no, this guy he's a hairdresser. This guy's a construction worker. Oh, this guy's a cop. Yeah, that's also sad.
They need, I'm like,
it's also terrible, and it is terrible. Anyone who's a victim of all this ICE shenanigans, but look, it's just a little funny when it happens to a cop. Okay, that's all we're saying.
Yeah, it's different when it's a hairdresser or like family
construction worker, guy at Home Depot. You know,
it's not funny when it's like your nanny who your kids are like, where's Mrs. Gonzalez? Oh, well, she was a criminal. You didn't know. It's not, that shit ain't funny. But when it's a cop, it's always funny.
It's a little funny.
It's a little.
That's all we're saying.
You know,
is that so wrong of us to point out?
And he's Jamaican, a Jamaican cop. Come on. I don't know.
Yeah, there should be. I am fully in support of Jamaican. If we gotta have police officers, let's have some more Jamaican ones. If we have to, But I mean, like, and I love the police having to come out and be like, "Oh, this is ridiculous. What's happening in our country right now? These ICE agents are just running amok over here. Does anyone notice this? I mean, just because it's of the letter of the law, does that always mean that it's right? I need just some of y'all to really think about this for a second.
I think cops, y'all got to do something about that. You just gonna let ICE do that to you? Y'all just gonna let ICE do that to you? If I was a cop, y'all kill for less. You're killed for less. Okay.
Wouldn't be me, is how I would phrase it.
Some of y'all sound like little bitches. That's all I'm saying. Y'all gonna let
people are talking. People are talking.
They saying, "Wow, I guess next time I get pulled over, but you ain't doing this to ICE though." You know what? I'm gonna call ICE. Hold on.
That's what, guys. Next time you're getting pulled over, all right, let's get Homeland Security. I know y'all cops aren't from here. You ain't really from here.
Where are you from, brother?
You're pulled over by some white cop. Oh, what were you just flying from Sweden?
Yeah, huh?
You don't belong here.
Look like O'Malley.
Exactly. Go back to Ireland.
Go back to where you came from, bro. And like ICE agents could just deputize themselves. Apparently, as long as you're just racist, you can basically just deputize yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that if I ever get. I'm just deputize myself. I'm an ICE agent. Actually, officer, you're under arrest.
Yeah.
you're get ready to go to fucking Thailand or wherever.
Exactly.
They don't even choose. They don't deport people. That's the whole thing about like deporting. They don't even deport them anymore to like their countries. They just throw a dart on the map. Now, nigga, you going to fucking Uganda, bitch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not even from there. What?
It's infuriating, tragic. It's
so
insane. It's cruel.
I don't know if I haven't processed none of it, but I'm just like, wow, we live in hell.
Yeah.
It's actual, the Gnostics wrote about this. They said that Earth is actually hell.
Yeah.
And we need to free ourselves from that. And the cops are helping us free ourselves, actually.
Yeah.
Killing us.
Yeah. Thank you, cops.
Thank you, cops, for helping me reach nirvana.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Actually, I appreciate it.
Oh, all that was just an illusion? Wow. Thank you, officer.
The Dead Sea Scrolls actually spoke upon how...
This is the weirdest segment of a podcast in podcast recorded history. All right, we gotta go. We gotta go to the next story here.
Well, I bet you wish you kept it weird now, bitch, because now we gotta go to some horror stories.
Yes, we do. Yes, unfortunately. And no, I wasn't poo-pooing the Dead Sea Scrolls stuff. Just for the record, I loved it. But we do got to move on to Riverside, California. I'll be reading here from ABC7. Riverside police have released video footage that shows what led up to a 27-year-old man's death while he was in custody. The newly released footage was captured June 20th after an employee at a McDonald's on Indiana Avenue called 911, according to the Riverside Police Department. The man, identified by police as Peter Villalobos, had reportedly locked himself inside the bathroom and would not respond for more than an hour. Officers eventually got the man to exit the bathroom, but that's when they say he became combative and refused to follow commands. They're trying to put him in handcuffs, and the man resisted, and they had to use a level of force, said Officer Ryan Railsback. Video shows two officers pushing the man's head into the hood of the police car as they try to detain him. Both of them repeatedly punched the man, eventually causing him to fall over. Quote, "When someone is resisting that arrest, we have a duty to overcome that resistance as well," Railsback added. It's hard to tell what happened next, but from the security video, officers can be seen on top of Villalobos. After the altercation, the man can be seen on the ground, panting and saying he was in pain. So, quick pause here on police again, once again defending, quote unquote, a level of force when someone is, quote unquote, resisting. There is nothing more unprofessional that when someone is giving you trouble, you start punching them repeatedly. That is not an officer of the law following protocols to detain someone who is a threat to society. There should be no reason to just beat the shit out of someone.
Also, he was not a threat. He wasn't even a threat. He was in a restroom. You can presume whatever you want as the presumption of innocence when it comes to the law. He was in a McDonald's bathroom taking, as far as I know, taking a shit for an hour long, and they were like,
Exactly.
Come out. I'm in the restroom. This is the crime. This is his crime." They were like, "Well, they want to issue with trespassing because you were in the restroom for an hour." He was taking a shit, as far as I know. He was using the restroom.
In McDonald's public bathroom.
Yeah, it's McDonald's, my nigga. Come on. And so the thing is, they get him out. He's the issue that at hand was he was in the restroom for an hour. Okay, we gotta get you out of here. They get him. He walks out. He comes out of the bathroom, washes his hands, and he just walks out. He's walking out, and then the cop. This is what I mean about like listen to my orders, because this is where it escalated. Is like the guy was like, "All right, I'm gonna walk on now. Like I just used the restroom. I was in the bathroom. I'm outside now. I'm gonna go." And the cop was like, "No, get on the hood of my car." Like this is where it all like. After a crime or whatever he was committing of trespassing, he was out of the building. He was done trespassing, and it hadn't even been issued yet. And he was like, the officer was just like, "On my hood, get on my hood." And the dude was like, literally was just like, when it comes to like cops' orders, he wasn't under arrest. He wasn't like nothing. He wasn't. The cop literally was like, "No, dude, if you don't get on the hood, not even like hands on the hood, just like he wanted him to lean on the hood of his car while he was getting his name and information." And the dude's like, I can just stand here and tell you like I can just stand here. I don't need to physically lean on the hood of your car just because you tell me." Like he kept saying, "I'm not a baby. I'm not a child. What do you need?" Like, "I'm not a baby." And that goes to the compliance of like, "Oh, you don't listen to me? I'm in charge here." And he's like, "Lean on the hood of the car." And it's like, that's what escalated it. The cop had to have his specific way. He could have, all the cop wanted was the dude's name, which the guy gave him, the dude's name, and he also, and his like name of birth. Obviously, this dude is, like his family, he said he was mentally unwell. He's mentally ill. And he's going, he wasn't even like, he was just in his own world. He's like, "Okay, I'm out the restroom. I can go on now." No harm to nobody. This dude was causing no harm to nobody. His biggest crime was not listening to the cop when the cop said, "Lean on my car." Not putting my hands on the car, but like, "Lean on my car while I tell you this."
And exactly. And then like it's the same theme we were just talking about of this expectation with the police as if they're some sort of extra humans that we need, like, "Oh, you're under arrest. Well, for what? Well, you don't actually have the right to question anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hands on you." It's like that's getting touched, having someone put their hands on you. That is a violation. Like, again, take the badge out of it. You will remember if you're out in public and someone puts their hands on you, that is a violation. Something's about to happen, and yet we are supposed to just accept that the police have the right to do that to us whenever they just feel like it, whenever the whim in their mind is telling them that, whenever they get called somewhere and then it turns out the guy's just actually just going to leave the bathroom and everything's fine. Well, now they don't want to just, now they're like, oh, we got called out here. You gotta make this worth my time. It's like, no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
None of that shit.
Dude literally walked out and he was like, all right, go my way. And then the dude was like, oh, no, come back. Come back. It's like, am I trespassing? Because you want me to stay now. And then like officers come and they just, the typical backup officer, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin looking motherfucker. Love you, Stone Cold, but they all look like
He looks
you.
like a cop.
Yeah, sorry.
Terrifying cop.
Yeah.
Gotta be scared.
You knew what you were doing with that bald head, bro.
Exactly.
But yeah, comes in and they start grabbing his arms. They each grab his arm, and the dude's is just like, please, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything, and they just start hitting him, and he like just covers his face. He like puts his hand on his face because he's like they're just like. It's a beat down.
They start wailing on him.
It's
They
a
start
beat down.
fucking
It's
punching
a jumping.
him.
It's like literal
It's
jumping.
like if you think you have the right to this badge gives you some sort of precedence over other people, well then at the least you could do is show us why you deserve to be above all of us. Show us that professionality that gives you this badge that allows you to be this superhuman, because I'm pretty sure it's not just repeatedly punching someone when they're not cooperating with you.
That's what gives them
That's your special skill?
That's what gives them the right to do that.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, you think it's because I'm a higher intellectual being, because I'm some seventh dimensional thinking. No.
Exactly.
It's because I got this gun.
Exactly.
It's because I got a gun. That's why I can do
that
this.
I have some sort of training that will allow me to take you down. It's like, no, we're just gonna fucking start wailing on you.
And it's like, what? Karate, all like these ways of like actually taking people down.
Exactly.
Out of the window. It's just fucking.
You're getting jumped now.
You are. We don't. And it's like, oh, these niggas don't even know how to fight. Cause the big bald head dude was like, I was just looking at the punches he was throwing, and I was like, oh, this nigga is loose, can't fight either. He's just like all that muscle and all that bald head, and he falls on the ground too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's so ungraceful ass. It's like
reckless swinging.
This is the people we have to bow down to.
It literally was like 2 seconds away from just like closing your eyes and just swinging type vibes. Yeah, and the dude, a normal, just he might have been. I don't know what he was on, but his family says like.
Let's keep going with the article. Riverside police say Villalobos was taken to the hospital. A few hours later, he suffered a medical emergency and was pronounced dead. Police said at the time of the incident, Villalobos had an outstanding warrant for being under the influence of a controlled substance. His mother says he was diagnosed with schizophrenia 10 years ago. Quote, "What they did to my son, he didn't need that. He just wanted to come home," she told Eyewitness News. An autopsy is being conducted to determine the official cause of death. An outside agency is investigating the Riverside Police Department's use of force. So, yet another case where, he died later in the hospital. He didn't die exactly in that moment. Why exactly did he die? We don't know yet, but we
family's claiming blunt force trauma to the head.
Sorry?
His family said his
that's the logical thing you would see. We're waiting for the official autopsy or whatever, but whatever it is, like if we even take a second to set aside our just natural instincts of being alive on Earth and just seeing the video of what happened. Well, if we just look at the facts, here is someone who is schizophrenic, who has If cops could just take a fucking breath and talk to a person as if they are a human being, they might have been able to get to the place where, this person was probably locked himself in a bathroom because he has a mental disorder. And none of this is a thing that really needs to involve us or any sort of violence whatsoever. But of course, That is not allowed to happen. So we have a dude basically get jumped, and then later it dies in the hospital. And of course, the cops bring up, well, he had a warrant for being intoxicated. Like, of course, that's always going to be how they paint the victims of their violence as criminals who deserve to be killed in the streets. Like, it's just completely absurd.
It's crazy to be like, there's a drug problem in this country, and then assault the people who are the victims of that drug problem and killed, and like, well, there's only clearly one answer: we jail and beat them. It's like that. It doesn't make sense at all from like just a. You're telling me, the cops are telling us, obviously, there's a drug problem. Like, the laws are like, the politicians are like, we gotta stop this war on drugs. You know, it's terrorizing our country. It's really affecting like the mental health crisis in America. And no, they know all that, and they still are like, hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer.
I mean, it's all. I'm about to generalize, but generalization is it's all our country knows. We got all these problems we call crimes, that a lot of it is just health problems, poverty problems, and we just throw police, and this is what they do. This is literally what they do. But I'm gonna say this: if you're subscribed to our Patreon, we'll be talking about Baltimore and the different approach that they're using, and we got some really interesting stuff to talk about there. But we got to move on. So R.I.P. to Peter Villalobos, sadly another fucking victim of police violence in the U.S.
All right, we go California with a fucking. If you like the internet and you love the cops, well, fuck you. But two, this is a story for you. California via El País, premier sector, videos of border patrol bragging about arbitrary raids spark legal backlash. Now, this story that I want to give like a context. We're going to be talking about how ICE uses social media to promote their fucking horrific ideology and like spread the horrors that they're doing to people. Like, the things you would think people should be hiding, the things that like people would like spend millions of dollars to cover up, they're putting it on social media and bragging about it and being like, look, we're evil. So that's what this story is about. This is a message to all those who break the law. The premier sector gives no warning, just boots, breaches, and warrants with names on them. Door comes off, targets arrested. That's how BORTAC, the Border Patrol Tactical Unit, rolls. Read the caption accompanying a 30-second video showing officers dressed in a military-style gear preparing to launch a special operation. The post, published on the official Facebook page of the El Centro sector of the Border Patrol in California, has 12,000 likes and more than 600 comments. Keep up the great work, a woman writes. We intend to and ratchet it up, responds the official account. Posts like these, where the agency, part of the Department of Homeland Security, boast about its aggressive tactics and legally dubious raids while mocking detainees, appear nearly daily. They've become a hallmark of the El Centro sector's public image, to the point that the agency had adopted its own nickname, Premier Sector, which often appears in the photos and videos. But despite the apparent support from social media followers, the posts have been submitted as evidence in lawsuits arguing that agents do not intend to comply with the requirements, but to perform warrantless arrest without probable cause. They're posting illegal fucking raids and tactics.
It's the same as like, we always make fun of like some, teenage, silly youth, gangbangers who like post like guns and money. The cops come arrest them. This is that exact same thing. That level of thinking.
When the YNs posted somebody's chain and shit, got your chain, nigga.
That's them breaking into a family's home without a warrant and arresting a family and fucking setting a Kendrick Lamar song to the background and posting it as like a TikTok edit. It's like that level, which this is like the
Kendrick Lamar is
added
diabolical.
I mean, I literally sent Ashton the song they used was DNA, and that added another element of like
a song that definitely talks about police, like it's in the lyrics are police brutality.
Yeah, and just the idea of like DNA, like genetics and what we're doing to brown people, like but generally like it I don't know, I'm trying to convey like the feeling of dystopia when you see these, because what they're doing, it's very professional. It's very like they've clearly hired a team that it's all professional, it's all edited, it's all like quote unquote very high quality, but they're doing like TikTok trends. They're doing what people see on their phones. So it has like this eerie, like kind of terrifying, like familiarity to it. Like this is the shit you see on your phone. Like these sort of edits, these cuts, they choose the song in the background. They do like whatever the trend of the week is. They'll make little jokes about it. They'll do their hashtags, but it's literally what's tearing families apart right now.
Just ICE kicking down the door to a mosque, being like, "What part of it don't you stand that we're? What part are you clocking it that we're standing on business or whatever the fuck meme of the day it is?" Yeah, like the White House reposted that one video of all the ICE detainees going onto a jet, and they'd be like, the Jet 2 holiday. How does that Jet 2 holiday?
Yeah,
meme go?
I mean it's so.
It's just like they literally posted that they like the jet.
The Jet 2 holiday, whatever it is.
I forgot how it went.
Yeah.
But,
it's so wild. We keep using the word dystopia on this podcast, but
we are in a fucking
it's never been called for more than this story. Like the two sides of it. The two, like, you can't be executing like a literal ethnic cleansing operation and also be implementing like Adobe Premium Pro.
Yeah.
Like just having both at once is like, damn, this is modernity in America right now.
Yeah, no.
And it's terrifying.
Having to imagine the Gestapo be like, clip it.
Exactly.
That is fucking insane. But I mean, fascism is, this is the next arm of fascism, is the propaganda. That's a massive fucking part of it. And this is like, they're just adopting to the modern age's propaganda. You thought when Target got to a meme or like a fun little thing, like when the brands start taking over a meme, you're like, oh, it's over. No, it's when ICE gets it. It's when ICE agents get it. You're like, you know what? Let Target have it. Once ICE starts repurposing fucking memes, that's when it's officially dead. You're like, oh, I'm never saying that shit. I can't. The Jet 2 holiday thing, it was funny. I was a little confused. I was like, why does everybody keep posting these Jet 2 holiday shit? Now that I was like, I want to have a little fun with it. Then I saw the ICE, and I was like, I'll never.
Yeah, exactly.
If I see someone post Jet 2 holiday, I'm gonna assume you're a Trump supporter or like some fucking. Yeah. Another post from late February blatantly exposed the agency's abusive methods. While national headlines focused on Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency ordering all federal workers to report their weekly activities and accomplishments, the Border Patrol used the issue to joke about detainees. In a post of 2 photos of a car interior covered in shattered glass, the caption read, #Doge is really catching on. This illegal alien is listing his accomplishments for the past week, refused to open windows during an immigration inspection, got his windows smashed for an extraction, arrested by #Premier Sector, went to jail, got deported.
Damn.
Just fucking.
And it's like you see, and the article mentions it, but all these videos has likes, it has comments supporting it. I mean, that's really even more shocking is all the encouragement and support. But like you said, it is the propaganda arm. Of course, this is the whole purpose of it.
Yeah, it's the equivalent. What these people don't realize is their likes are going to be the equivalent to the pictures of like white people standing around lynchings. Like that's what people are going to be like. Oh, I didn't know Grandma was a fucking Nazi. Yeah, she did like a lot of. She had a lot of Nazi paraphernalia on her Instagram or like Nazi posts. So it's like, that's your digital footprint.
Screenshot's gonna be in the textbooks, dude.
Digital footprint of a Nazi you will have. But in response to these operations, the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, and the United Farm Workers, UFW Union, along with several affected parties, sued to prohibit Department of Homeland Security border agencies from detaining, arresting, and summarily expelling migrants using practices that violate the Constitution. In late April, 2 judges ruled in favor, limiting the area in which the El Centro Border Patrol can operate in California and prohibiting arrests made without a reasonable suspicion. In these lawsuits, ACLU attorneys included numerous social media posts from El Centro to demonstrate that the agency had repeatedly shown clear intent to violate the law. Fresno District Judge Jennifer Thurston cited this evidence in her decision, which ruled that border agents cannot arrest people without a warrant or clear justification for considering the detainee a flight risk.
Exactly.
So these people are like posting. There's a rapper who went to jail this week named Ksu, I forgot his name. Anyway, he's like went to jail for murder. He like it happened. Like he didn't go to jail. He was already in jail. He got convicted. Like the moment we was like, damn. But his album cover is him and the faces of all the people he murdered.
No way.
Yes. And so he's like,
what's it called? I got to listen to that. Sounds good.
Shit probably hard. Shit probably hard in a bitch. But it's one of the most cruel, evil fucking things in the world. And then he's like, damn, they got me. Like, and it's like, and when you watch all the footage of him in jail, he's like, how me though? How me? It's like, nigga, you posted an album cover of the people you're claiming you murdered with their faces. Yeah. Same, just like you said.
The serial murderer wasn't really thinking when he's
wait, how y'all know?
Exactly.
You posted it. It's literally like how you
But I mean, you're right. It's a great analogy. I mean, this is the ICE equivalent of like them like reading Young Thug's lyrics out loud in court, because you're snitching on yourself.
I say this is why I say women should go through men's phones, and men, I'm not a turncoat, hear me out. They should. For safety. Everybody should go through everybody's phones. I need to see your algorithm, okay? I need to see your IG algorithm. Ladies, if you go on your dude's phone and you open up his Instagram and it's just big booty girls just twerking, marry him. Keep him. Because there's worse things that could be on a person's algorithm. ICE agents fucking up innocent fucking people. It could be that. You see that run away. So I'm an advocate of going through people's phones. Find out when you're dating.
But on the flip side, though, I will say, like, as someone personally, like, my algorithm is so fucked up from researching this podcast that I'll get caught and I'll be like, babe, I promise I don't like this stuff. I have to look at it. It sucks.
No, it's research.
It sucks.
Nah. I'd rather you see 2 girls, 1 cup on your goddamn your algorithm than fucking 2 ICE agents, 1 fucking illegal immigrant.
Damn.
But let me finish this off. Since the court order was issued, social media posts by El Centro Border Patrol have continued. While they no longer show warrantless arrest, the glorification of force and ridicule of detainees continues. In a statement, a spokesperson of the El Centro sector said that the agency uses social media to communicate directly with the American people, and that they actively monitor communications to ensure they reflect agency's priorities and public expectations. I really don't. I mean, I got to look at the numbers because it's just Republican right-wing Trump base that like loves all this fucking the people who the whites who are scared of 2050, who want to make sure the country they're trying to do it as an ethnic cleansing as much as they fucking can. And like
they're like, why are minorities complaining about it? They have it great in this country. Oh my God, we're gonna be minorities.
That's what I'm saying. That's why in 2050, listen, and this is facts. When I have my kid, white people, just to know, the way when y'all are minorities, I'm going to have my kids treat you the same way y'all currently treat minorities. Just facts, my nigga, okay? I'm only reflecting what I'm learning.
But it's the point. What we're saying is he's giving y'all a chance.
I mean,
he's not condemning y'all to anything. No, he's saying it's up to y'all.
It's still too late, a little. It's still a little too late. You still got to change. But your kid getting called a nigga. Your kid, hard R from my child. My kid's first word, white nigger. I don't know. Mayo nigger. We're going to come up with some slur for you guys. But it's when y'all are minorities, your kids are catching hell. I can't wait to make a little big. But
and the rest of us, because we'll never get we'll just all be minorities. There won't be a majority. But the way if all of us minorities start having kids with each other, this will be the plan. We'll all start having kids with each other and not have any kids with any white people. And then all of us from going like black, brown, we'll just become one beige majority, right? And then we'll have a true white minority. That's how we got to do it, bro. We got to think about this shit.
Or we just do
unify or whatever.
No, we just unify or whatever. That or we just eyeball it. paper bag. We got a paper bag test.
Yeah.
Anything whiter than a paper bag.
Yeah.
Getting called.
These are the
name.
lessons we should learn from
We've
American
learned.
history.
You guys will be 3/5 of it. I will be voting on that in 2050.
Yeah. If we can't get equality, we'll get vengeance.
Single issue voter here. Make white people 3/5 in 2050. Got my vote. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from a party of one.
Ashton will be voting for himself.
I feel like I get a lot of
Yeah, you
if
probably
I
could.
ran-
Yeah, you could.
Uh,
All right,
but-
let's round out this episode here with our last story. We're going to rural Tennessee, and I'll be reading here from ProPublica. Shout out ProPublica. They do great work. The article here is titled, Middle School Cheerleaders Made a TikTok Video Portraying a School Shooting. They were charged with a crime. One afternoon in mid-September, a group of middle school girls in rural East Tennessee decided to film a TikTok video while waiting to begin cheerleading practice. In the 45-second video posted later that day, one girl enters the classroom holding a cell phone. "Put your hands up," she says, while a classmate flickers the lights on and off. As the camera pans across the classroom, several girls dramatically fall back on a desk or the floor and lie motionless, pretending they were killed. When another student enters and surveys the bodies on the ground in poorly feigned shock, few manage to suppress their giggles. Throughout the video, which ProPublica obtained, a line of text reads, "To be continued." Penny Jackson's 11-year-old granddaughter was one of the South Green Middle School cheerleaders who played dead. She said the co-captains told her what to do, and she did it, unaware of how it would be used. The next day, she was horrified when the police came to her school to question her and her teammates. By the end of the day, the Greene County Sheriff's Department charged her and 15 other middle school cheerleaders with disorderly conduct for making and posting the video. Standing outside the school's brick facade, Lieutenant Teddy Lawing said in a press conference that the girls had to be, quote, held accountable through the court system to show that this type of activity is not warranted. The sheriff's office did not respond to ProPublica's questions about the incident.
So freedom of speech is out the window.
Exactly.
There's no disorderly conduct, and it's like an Instagram post.
Yes. It's so far removed from reality because here's what they're doing. They're treating it like a fake bomb threat, right? Which is something that kids do already. And another thing that's definitely in the gray area, if an 11-year-old child calls in a fake threat, should the cops get involved at all? Should the kid be charged with any crime? That I would argue, probably not. Probably needs a good talking to from his parents. You know, maybe a good scare, whatever. I mean, if a child should get charged with a crime for like little Dennis the Menace behavior, but this is not even that. This is removed from that. They were not threatening anybody. They made a fiction video. They made a skit.
Writing.
Yes.
Editing. That shows
Yes.
that they're on like some like this is they're taking their trauma and they're transmuting it into art.
Yeah.
That is what reality is about.
Exactly.
Brother. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But ICE gets to just literally live stream IRL fucking Gestapo content. What the fuck? But 11-year-old girls can't make TikToks for to make themselves laugh about the horrible existence they
kids are gonna make fun of school shootings. They're gonna joke about school shootings.
And cops.
That is our fault. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Like, what do you fucking expect kids to do
Whoa.
in America?
Hey, what happens if the cops from Uvalde see this? This could hurt their feelings. They did.
Yeah. Think about the victims of Uvalde, those
the
cops who get made fun of.
You don't think that you're harassing them,
Yeah.
dog?
We know they're pussies already.
They got enough on their plate not stopping school shootings right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? This is like all it goes in. That's why this country, there's nothing. Nobody can stand on nothing they say here. It's all hypocrisy. It's all like, it's just, I do what I say. I want our ideology. We can do as I say as I, like, what am I trying to say? Like, don't do as I say, not say it. I'm saying the wrong fucking frame. It's just crazy to me that cops can do whatever they want. The groups of people who support this can be as evil as fucking as they want, and then people are reacting to that, and they're like, jail that person.
Yeah.
Jail.
I mean, it's just absolutely absurd. Like if aliens were like looking and seeing like, oh, okay, they've developed the technology for these weapons that are like boom, insta kill, and this society is clearly unwell because they're just using them to randomly like spray down. Oh, and like, okay, so that's a problem. How are they dealing with it? They're arresting their children for making fictionalized videos about them. It makes absolute but here's the deeper story behind it. So our like first or second episode we've done of this podcast back in January, we talked about specifically Tennessee police, specifically arresting, detaining school children, because of their new zero tolerance policy on any sort of threat for mass shooting. Now, this like ridiculous quote unquote zero tolerance policy, who are the kids that are getting in legal trouble now? It's mostly black and brown kids and disabled kids. The kids who would get most often misunderstood, and now the fucking police are involved. But the whole reason this happened in the first place goes back to a school shooting. In Nashville, Tennessee, there was a tragic shooting, mass shooting. People died. And so now it's time for the lawmakers to enact some change. So the obvious thing, gun regulation, legislation, obviously in the South, they cannot do that. So they don't do that. But as politicians, they can't do nothing for the people who vote for them. So what do they do instead? Instead of making guns harder for children to have access to, they start this whole zero tolerance policy on threatening, like vague threats, and that is the outcome of this. It's not that there's a less of a chance of gun violence, but now you have middle school cheerleaders being charged with crimes for making TikToks about mass shootings.
That'll show them 12-year-olds.
It's a complete abject failure of our politicians in the face of this ridiculous problem that we have in America.
And it's just like no one's like, the people have to like fight for themselves because politicians and like cops, obviously they're just vindictive against the people. Like they're just like they harass the people. There's no like they have no true sense of justice in their minds. It's like if you mess with the cops, then it's not even messing with the cops. They were making satire about the modern world, and they're being.
It's so far removed. Like we can't even have a discussion about this.
You know what it was? It's like cops spend so much time on their phone. That's probably all they saw like all day. Stop it! Stop! Stop! No, we gotta stop this. We gotta put an end to this TikTok account.
Yeah.
And they just went and arrested these.
We got a code red.
Yeah,
we got it.
Did you stop?
Like, wait, a school shooting isn't happening. No, not an actual. Oh, thank God. All right, let's go. Oh my God, let's move out.
Did you stop the school shooter? No, but I did shoot an influencer today. I did kill an 11-year-old influencer.
Yeah.
She kept saying 6'7", and I was like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Harassment.
Yes. Her 12 followers are lucky that I saved them from being influenced by this evil cheerleader.
Just dark, fucked up ass policy. And the fact that these people come out, press conference with I don't even know what they put on the table with the here's the green screen and the ring lights we got $45 worth of Amazon products for the content creation kit.
And then they have the children they're pressing charges on. I mean, they're fucking children.
Charges on it, ruining their fucking lives over a TikTok scam.
Yeah. And here's how ridiculous this story is, because I will take any opportunity. I have repeated this many times in this podcast. I will continue to repeat it. Having cops at schools is such a terrible idea. Do schools need security? Yes. So hire people for security. Have them armed if for whatever. I don't think they should be armed, but whatever. My point is, they don't need to be connected to the legal prison system. There's just no reason for that. You can have security without that.
No, the same way
Here you have 11-year-old girls being charged with a crime, but for this story, the story is so ridiculous that it's not even relevant because these were not even school cops. These are cops who are not at school who went and were like, we got a 205. And they went to the school to arrest these girls who made a fucking TikTok video. It's so ridiculous.
Insane. It's like you can have security at camp, unarmed security on campus to break up fights, to like things that teachers can't handle, right? You can have unarmed security. You could also have, the same way we have an air marshal in the sky, you could have a school marshal, one person with one weapon. That way, if someone comes in, they can.
In case there is a school shooter, maybe you could make, that's a valid argument
you could have a
make.
School marshal that helps handle a school shooter, and if there is a school shooter, you still call the police while a school marshal maybe comes to. And
they answer to you. There's another benefit of that. They answer to you. They're not above you by being some officer of the state.
And it's just, but to turn those forces onto the kids who are suffering from the school shootings. Like, this is their trauma. This is like these are the barriers of going to school for these kids. Like, this is what they think about. Like, when you were in school, you thought about fucking the Cold War and all the Cold War exercises you had to do. Imagine you made a TikTok about Cold War exercises in the fucking 50s and 60s, and then cops came and arrested you for expressing your beliefs.
That's such a good point. It's just a trauma. It would be like, kid goes through a mass shooting and they go to therapy. They do art therapy, and then it's like, oh wow, I see you've drawn out here a scene that you were a part of, showing the shooting, and because you just drew this picture, I've called 911, and now you are going to jail.
Drop your pants and cough, okay? Whatever. Like, God damn it, dude. What
a failure America is. I mean, God damn.
I can't imagine who agreed with it. Probably, I mean, obviously, we have the most bootlicking fucking. I would call them teachers' pets. The ones who like the people who love cops and can't think they're not infallible at all. Like, yeah, no matter what they hear a cop does, you're just like, more. Like, I don't know what the fucking mindset of that type of person is, but they exist. So I can see them being like, okay, because there's nothing you could tell them about cops that they won't agree with and fucking suck off. But outside of those irregular ass people, I can't imagine normal people hearing this story. They're attacking children. They're harassing kids. I hope the community stands up and gets their records expunged, because this is fucked up wholeheartedly, and they're violating their constitutional rights.
Yeah,
it's like,
and again, I'm glad you said it again, because it's like that really, you forget that this is not a story about kids like doing a false threat, because that happens sometimes. Kids will like do a little. It's just so easy these days on social media. Make a little post that's a threat, and it goes viral. And it's probably nothing, but you got to investigate it. And now the kid, you hope he doesn't get in too much trouble. You just hope he gets put on the right path and learns not to behave like this. But this is not even that. They made a sketch. It's pure fiction. It makes really no sense that these kids should get in any trouble in any way at all. It's like watching a movie. It's like watching an action movie and going and fucking arresting those actors for shooting people.
Their next sketch is gonna have Trump in bed with the devil. And like, no, we're going all the way with it this time. Next up, we're attacking Trump. Like, no, wait.
Exactly.
He's gonna sue you for $16 million. Don't do it. No. Shout out to them kids. As a comedy writer, I fucking heart goes out to you little niggas. Inspirations. Yeah. Keep making your art. Fuck
kids
all
are gonna make fun of mass shootings. It's just it is what it is. I mean, back when I was a teacher, I remember like we had a little incident going on at our school. It wasn't a mass shooting, but the school was in the middle of Houston. We had things go around like outside our school. from time to time, and we were like in one of those modes, like little lockdown modes. And the students, of course, they immediately went to the jokes, went to the school shooting jokes, and they were like, "Mr. Khan, you ready to dive in front of us? Is that what you got to do?" And I was like, "Well, they actually don't really pay me that much." So, and we were like, "What am I gonna do? Like, let's just cease with these jokes immediately, or I'm calling the police. These are not allowed." It's like, of course, they're kids. They're kids living in this nightmarish society that we've built for them. They're gonna make jokes about it, and these cops got involved to press charges on these 11-year-old girls for doing just that. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, breaking news: juveniles act juvenile.
Yeah.
Well, more on this story at 11.
Exactly.
It's like, what? Dude, shout out to those kids, man.
Yeah.
Fuck the police wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
That is.
And shout out to kids like making little videos. Like, do that shit. We do that. That's a part of growing up, is making little dumbass skits with your friends. And fuck the police. This is absolutely ridiculous, man. I got nothing else to say. It's so crazy.
I'd be so mad. I get arrested for 12 likes. I would fucking. I'd be in that waiting section.
Yeah.
Ah, nigga, at least share and like, nigga.
Yeah.
The algorithm not even fucking with me. The cops fucking with you more than that.
How are they one of the 12 views? It's 12, dude. Fuck.
It didn't even break out of my circle. How the fuck did they see this?
Oh my god. Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a actual school shooter. Like, all right, guys, boys, we gotta be careful when we go in. I mean, we should take our time. If you think about it, we don't want to do anything rash over here.
The power of satire, baby.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I think that's the show.
That's our episode.
That's
Thanks
the
for listening, y'all.
Stick with us on the Patreon. We'll share good news. $5 a month.
Yeah, you want this show to ever make you feel good? Well, there's a paywall for that.
All the good news is on the Patreon, bitch.
Exactly. Exactly. This shit fucked up your mental health for the day. Well, welcome to America. You got to pay $5 if you want anything to be done about that.
All we've learned from we here at the KAWPS the podcast have learned from the major corporations. we sell you the poison.
Yeah.
And then you got to buy, or we'll give you the poison for free.
Yes.
You got to buy the cure. Okay?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cure for $5.
Yeah.
Come over. Bayer, Bayer, Monsanto.
There you go.
Or how's it go? Bayer bought Monsanto.
Yes. Yeah.
And Bayer. Monsanto makes pesticides.
Makes you sick. Yeah.
And then Bayer makes the fucking medicine.
Yeah.
We're Bayer, baby.
So the main was the poison.
Yes. Pod is the medicine. I mean, the Patreon is the medicine. So
that was such a sloppy execution on both of our parts of that analogy.
We're tired, nigga. Yeah. This is $5. Shit, bro. Damn. How many times do we have to argue this?
Yeah.
Just give us $5.
Exactly. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Appreciate it.